Ain't gonna be no single today. We're just gonna get into this video. Yeah.
Girl, what he talking about? Bullshit. I had to tell that nigga. Look, nigga, I'm a hooch. Okay. You ain't breaking no bread, I ain't breaking no cooch.
What's up, y'all? It's y'all son to be favorite Hoochie, and I'm back with another mother freaking video. Woo! Yeah, I said y'all son to be favorite Hoochie, and that's me. This gonna be a series of one of many as to why I don't have no friends. For the people in the back that want to always have something to say about why I don't have no friends, sometimes the real just gotta roll along. It ain't nothing that you do personally. It's just you just be surrounded by amplical weirdos. Yeah, y'all didn't know I knew that word, but yeah. I'm very smart, very smart. So yeah, this is gonna be a story time about how me and the former bestie Westie Scando have fell out. So for the people that's curious, which I'm pretty sure some people care, some people don't, but this is how, this is just one series of many of how I don't have no friends and how these bitches just out here trifling. Hold on. Yeah, they trifling. So yeah, let's get into the story time. I ain't gonna riff around too much longer. Grab your snacks, grab your treats, grab whatever you need. And if you don't need anything, then bitch, just sit back and relax, because you know I got the juice, baby, and it's juicy. Share with your mama, share with your granny, share with your bop. No. Share with your mama, share with your daddy, share with your bald-headed granny. Y'all know I'm just playing. Your granny got her. Oh, and I also appreciate all the new hoochies that decided to get a little ratchet, tabby ratchet with the kid. I appreciate y'all for subscribing. I thank y'all for even taking the time to click on this video. Just make sure y'all liking. Like, if y'all not subscribing, I completely understand. It's not for everybody. The ratchetness is not for everybody. But just take the time to go ahead and like it, because YouTube will not push the kid if y'all are not liking the content, not sharing, not commenting, not interacting. They don't have a reason. Okay, yeah, so I'm not gonna ramble too much longer. Like I said, grab your snacks, grab your treats, grab whatever you need. If you don't need anything, then bitch, just sit back and relax, because I got the juice and it's juicy. So let's go. I ain't got nothing to drink today, but yeah, it's cool. Y'all go ahead and take one up for the kid. Cheers. Cheers. Kudos to y'all. Blah, 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 blah. So I'm not really in the mood, but I decided to come on here and bring y'all story time, because it's been way long overdue. And this is a story time about why I really don't fool with Scando no more. It's not no beef, it's not no bad blood. I see her all the time. We always cross paths, we always dap or whatever, but it's no longer like we ain't kicking it no more. We ain't rolling with the homies. We ain't doing none of that. Like, but this is why, and my mama always said the realest shit that I've ever heard. A snake will always shed its skin, but a snake gonna shed its skin just to get bigger. Messy! So we can't be cool no more. But anyways, so this story time took place, I don't know, a couple of Christmas ago. And since we went to go see this like corny ass Christmas movie, why not tell y'all a good ass Christmas story? So this story time took place like, I want to say maybe no more than 4 years ago, no less than 3 years ago. So this is back in the day when I was young. I'm not a good anymore, but some days I said, this is back in the day when I was still dating Kid. Me and Kid was still an item, we were still a thing. So I had a little brother. We're gonna keep my brother's name the same, because yeah, so I had a brother. He go by Beatty Blood. I'm calling him Beatty. So he was currently working at Foot Locker, Foot Action, one of them. And I don't know if y'all remember the year when them ruby red 11s came out. They were the most beautiful shoes I've ever seen in my life. If I can find a picture, I'm going to go ahead and insert a picture somewhere in this video. Y'all know I be saying that, and then I be messing around and forgetting. My ex wanted these shoes. Kid wanted these shoes. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be Santa, and I'm going to grant his wish this year. So, Beatty worked at, like I told y'all, he worked at one of the Foot Lockers, Foot Action, something like that. And at this time, they was doing like raffles where you had to get a ticket. And if you didn't have a ticket, you couldn't get the shoes or whatever. So I had ended up getting the plug and getting the, the golden ticket for the shoes. So he had set me up a time and a place and told me, you know, when to come up there and get the shoes. Like, I ain't gotta wait in line. I ain't gotta wait in line with everybody else. Just text him and he gonna let me in before the store even opens so I can go retrieve my item or whatever. So that's exactly what I did. The day come out for the release of the 11s, the Ruby Reds, and I text BD and I tell him, like, you know, I'm here, I'm outside, pop the trunk. And that's exactly what we did. So I go get the shoes or whatever, we make an exchange, and I go home. For some reason, all day it was knocking on my spirit to go ahead and put these shoes in the house, because at this time I was still staying at my mama, and I don't know if y'all mamas like my mama, but my mama used to do the most. My mama used to pocket watch, and if she smelled even a red cent of money, she gets it begging and doing all this extra, like, oh, you know, these bills, this. Now, back then, I ain't even gonna hold you, I was a little selfish. My money was my money, and I ain't feel like sharing. I ain't feel like doing nothing. And if I was gonna pay some bills, I wanted to go ahead and skedaddle and pay some bills in my own stuff so I can do whatever I want to do. Because why am I gonna pay your bills if I can't even do what I want to do? Because then you say, we ain't grown unless we start paying some bills. And then when we started paying some bills, we still wasn't grown. We still couldn't do what we want to do. So what was the point? And that was just my mindset at that time. So I didn't feel like, you know, giving out to charity and spreading the love and helping nobody. I was selfish. My money was my money, and my money was my money. So I was hiding the shoes in my car all day long. And let me not even mind y'all that me and Kid at this time, we was on a very slippery slope. We wasn't good. We was arguing. We was beefing. We was bumping heads at this time. So a part of me was like, you know what? If you keep on acting like a bitch, I'm going to go ahead and take these shoes back. I'm going to go ahead and get a refund because them shoes came out to be a whopping $200. God damn! Thankfully, he was still like, I think Kid, I wear like a 5.5. Well, I still wear a 5.5. And Kid was just like a 7 or a 6. One of them, I think like a 6 or 7. So it really didn't like break the bank to get him some shoes. I mean, my man now. I wish he was in a size 5.5, 5, 6, 7, you know, all of that. I missed them days when the shoes was Kid prices, baby prices, my size, my prices, my price range. But anyways, for some reason on these shoes, I guess because it was such a limited edition or something like that, they cost more than the average. So usually my shoes run, I want to say maybe like $120, $130, $140. These specific shoes cost almost a whopping $200. And let me mind y'all that I used my little brother's discount at this time, and it still came out to like a good $180, $185, somewhere in that little, you know, that little price range. So it was nothing for me to be like, keep on having that attitude. I'm going to take these shoes right back to the store and I'm going to get my money, because I still had the receipt. I kept the receipt in the back. Keep this in mind, because this is a very valuable key detail in the story time when we get there. So yeah, I left the receipt in the bag. I left the shoes in the bag. I left everything in the bag, and I put it in the back seat, like up under my seat, because let's be for real, I stayed in the hood. So you can't, you know how you disguise that you got something in the car? That's pretty much what I did, and I just left them there. So all day it was just knocking on my spirit, like, bitch, you really need to take these shoes and you need to go put them in the house. But like I said, my mind was wrapped up in a lot of different other things, such as my mama pocket watching. Me and Kid was on the slippery slope, so I wanted to take the shoes back. And I was just plain being lazy. I really didn't want to do it or whatever, which I should have. I should have listened. This is what happened when you don't listen to your intuition and your spirit. Because my mama was gone all day that day. I had ample times to go in there and put the shoes under my bed and go hide them. I had so many times an opportunity. It was nothing but space and opportunity for me to do what I need to do. And I didn't do that. So half of this story is my fault. But anyway, so Scandal had hit me up, and I don't know if I told y'all in previous story times, but we had a bad habit of just going to go buy a bottle, just sitting in the car, listening to music, drinking, passing out, getting drunk, and going in the house, and then waking up and doing it all over again. Sometimes we feeling adventurous, but you go in the parking lot somewhere and get to shaking that ass, twerking, doing, you know, a whole bunch, a lot of nothing. But we had a good time together doing nothing. But this day she hit me up and asked, do I want to chill? Do I want to do the usual smuggler, degular, get drunk, sip on some Parmesan? Is it Parmesan or Parmesan? Asking for a friend, because I say it's Parmesan just to be, you know, just to throw a little bit of that French shit on there. But a part of me thinks that shit really is Parmesan. But Parmesan, just to give it that, you know, it just make it feel like some rich bitch shit, you know. So we just gonna call it Parmesan, you know, that $9.99 liquor. So we went and got a bottle of that. We just sitting in the parking lot. I don't know where my mama was. My mama was gone literally all day long. For hours we were sitting in front of my house drinking. My mama wasn't too much a fan of Scandal, so it was on rare occasions where Scandal would be able to come in the house and chill or whatever. But for the most part, if my mama wasn't feeling it, we came in outside in the field all day. So kind of that's what we did this day. We were just chilling in the front yard. We went out to the park for a couple of hours because I was living a double life and I would participate in the broccoli activities. So I had to move away from the premises, move away from the scene when I wanted to participate in them activities. So we went to the park for a couple of hours, got high as a kite, came back, kicked it, and chilled. So at this time it was hours. We just drinking. We decided to go get some, I think we went to like a chicken shack or something. If I want to be quite honest, I think we went to ended up going to Super Chicks or something like that. Yeah, I think so. And if y'all don't know what Super Chicks is, it's like a Church's on steroids. And for some reason, I just was kind of salty, mad that I didn't get these shoes too, that I had got a kid for Christmas. I was just admiring them because y'all, I to this day regret that I didn't get them shoes, and I should have got them shoes. It's nothing but time, space, and opportunity to go back and cop them shoes because I really wanted them. Like, they was just so beautiful. And at that time in my life, I was obsessed with the 11 Jordans or whatever. So I ain't gonna hold y'all. I just kept on going back, opening up the box, looking at the box, looking at the shoes, like, dang, these shoes lit. I really should have copped them for myself. If he keep on acting up and doing whatever he doing and he got his finger up his ass and whatever, I'm just gonna go back and get them for myself. Which I don't even think I could, because when I say they wiped these shoes out, these shoes were sold out. Like, you had to have a ticket to get these shoes. Them shoes were sold out. So I was kind of, you know, in my feelings, sad, be a bitch fit that I didn't get these shoes. So, you know, periodically around the clock during this time, I was kept opening up the box and admiring the shoes or whatever, not thinking that, you know, Selfish should do what she did later on. So, you know, I kind of put myself in that predicament by trusting someone like her. And let's not jump ahead. So whatever, fast forward, we go back to drinking, we get the chicken or whatever, we in the car drinking, listening to music, whatever. Before you know it, y'all, me and Selfish done got drunk, passed out in the front yard of my mama's house. Well, my mama didn't come knock on the door or nothing. Like, I don't know. Like, she ended up pulling up in the driveway, all of that. Didn't say, hey, hi, I'm home. Didn't say nothing. Like, I just woke up at like maybe midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, from passed out in the front seat of my car in front of my mama's house. And Selfish was on the other side of me asleep. So instantly, you know, when you be drinking, that shit go through you like water. So I gotta use the restroom. So I'm like, dang, I gotta pee. I'm gonna go ahead and go in the house. Like, we literally been sleeping outside in the front. Like, we homeless, and I clearly got somewhere to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, wrap it up in this night, call it a night, go ahead and go in the house. Go to sleep, lay down, and I think like the next day was like Christmas Eve or something like that. So I was still going back and forth on whether or not I was going to drop off the package to kid or not. You know, we were still going back and forth. Still haven't heard anything, because one thing I'm going to do is stand 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 toes down. If you want to act like an asshole, I'm going to act like an asshole. You don't want to call me, I don't want to call you. You don't text me, I don't text you. So I was like, he got a certain time to hit me up or it's a wrap. And I'm taking these shoes back and I'm giving my money back. Christmas is over. Christmas is canceled. So, I tell Selfish, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go in the house. I gotta use the restroom. I'm sleepy. I'm tired. Sleeping in this car is uncomfortable. At this time, y'all, I had a little mini two-door Mustang, old school. I'm like, I'm gonna go in the house. Like, I'm tired. So she was selfish. Not selfish. Bitch, you're on my mind. Not selfish, but Scandal was moving weird, y'all. She was moving so weird. She was moving turtle slow. I'm like, what is going on? Why are you moving so slow? I have to use the restroom. I was damn near finna pee on myself. I had to hurry up and just like, you know what? Just go ahead. You know how to get out the car. All you gotta do is lift this handle, open the door. You know, your car is right here. You know, I don't need to help you with that. I don't need to wait on you to do that. But she was moving so slow. At that time, it didn't register to me as being weird. But now that I look back on it, it's like, oh, bitch, you was being weird. You had a plan. Like, you had a plan. So anyways, I go use the restroom. Selfish is still lollygagging in the car, acting like she got to get so much stuff out of the car. Wasted so much time, and I wasn't finna piss on myself, so I hurried up, went in the house, used the restroom. By the time I got done using the restroom, I was finna go lay down, but something dawned on me like, oh, go lock your door. Because at this time, you know, they was kind of doing a lot of kick doors. They ransacked my sister's car, maybe like a week before, and was trying to look for some stuff out of her car. So I'm like, they robbing, and it's Christmas time, make sure you go lock your door. So I had, oopsie poopsie, went to go lock the door, went to go lay down or whatever. Keep that in mind. Went to go lock the door. It wasn't even maybe 5 minutes had passed from when I went to go use the restroom and I was finna go lay down. That, you know, the time that passed for me to remember to go lock the door. It wasn't even 5 minutes. So I lay down or whatever, go to sleep, whatever. You know, the roosters is croaking outside. It's time to wake up. It's a whole new day. So I go outside and something tell me just go outside because I think at this time my mama was gone again. So I was like, let me just go ahead and get the shoes out the car and I'm going to go ahead and put it in the house, which I should have did yesterday, but I'm going to do it today. So I went, unlocked my door or whatever, didn't even have no shoes outside. I was literally just woke up, just stretched, just pulled my panties out my ass, all of that. It's brand new day, bright and early. So I go and I open my car door and I'm like looking for the shoes. I told you I had tucked the shoes in my back seat up under the seat or whatever. I only had a 2 doors, so 2 seats, back seat. Stuffed the shoes under the seat or whatever. I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking. Tell me why ain't no shoes back there. Tell me why my ruby red 11s is gone. No sight, no nothing. They're gone. I checked. I thought I was really dreaming. I thought I was really fabricating some shit in my head. I left the car, went back in the car, just to, let's start this over. Let's get a fresh start. Let's start this over. Because, you know, I'm tweaking. I'm tripping. I done had a whole bunch of liquor the day before. You know, I done smoked a whole bunch of broccoli. You know, let's start this over. Do it all over again. Pull the seat up. Nothing. Y'all, my shoes is gone. I am livid. I am, like I said, volcano hot. Level 10. Hot, heated. Ready to get some shit popping. Because where my shoes at? Back then, $200 is like $2,000. Where is mine? I see the neighbors across the street. We lived across the street from like some Hispanic people. They was cool. They was real cool. I'm asking him, like one of the sons, I'm like, hey, you seen anybody, you know, like going through the car last night? Because like I said, it was 2 o'clock in the morning when I went in the house. And here it is, 8 o'clock in the morning. So it didn't take nobody that long, you know, to rob me. Somebody done robbed me. Somebody done got me. Like, you know, did you see anybody, like, you know, digging around in the car? Did you, you know, do you think anybody suspicious was walking around, like, you know, doing the ones and twos on my detective shit? He told me, nah, I ain't see nobody, you know, I ain't see nobody, out of terms, no unusual suspects, nothing like that. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm really sitting here thinking y'all being delusional because the facts was in front of me who stole my shoes, but I would just felt, I couldn't believe it, because that was my dog. I would literally take a shirt off my back, give it to her. Literally was sleeping in cars with this bitch. I was doing a lot for her, so I really did not think that, oh, Scandal got you. The bitch got you. She robbed you for your shoes. The ruby reds are not hers, in her possession. I ain't think like that. And then, for one, the shoes was a size 7. This bitch was like a size 13. So, I didn't, it didn't register my mind. What would she need with my shoes? Why would she take my shoes? So, yeah, this is where things get dumb and dumb and dumb and dumb and dumb. So, I'm like, all right. I go into straight gangster bitch mode. I don't know what fell over me. I don't know what happened. I don't know what inspired me to do what I did. I throw on some sweats. I throw on a hoodie. I pulled this big ass Michael Myers knife out my mama kitchen, because at that time I ain't own no perfumes. I was only maybe like 16. Well, no, I wasn't that. I was probably like 18, 17, 18, because I moved out at 18 going on 19. So I was like 18 years old, and I pull a knife, and I'm finna go ride. We're finna go ride. If we finna go coast the area, and we finna go ask the fellow residents, do they know what happened with my shoes? Because I need them to return now. I need them shoes now.
Correct.
So I'm driving around the neighborhood, y'all, and I'm not even gonna be mean, but we grew up with this really, he was special needs. He was very much so slow, and I'm not saying it to be funny. I'm dead ass. Like, he was slow. He was special needs. He was remedial. For real. And we're gonna call him JJ. So I'm like, what's up, JJ? Y'all, I'm even embarrassed to tell y'all this shit, because it's like, bitch, who listens to a helmet kid? Who does that? Like, who lets a helmet kid put a battery in their bag? Me. I let the helmet kid put a battery in my bag. So I'm sitting here talking to JJ. I'm like, what's up, JJ? Do you know, like, I got robbed last night. Somebody stole my shoes, and I need them shoes back. I need them back. I need them back in my possession. It was my money, and I ain't going down with a fight. Y'all, I was willing to die about the $200, which is sad. J. Cole said people getting killed for Jordans, and I was willing to die for some goddamn Jordans. For a nigga I don't even talk to. Make it make sense. 1 + 1 is not equal 2. It's not equaling 2. Anyway, y'all. So, yeah. I'm asking JJ, do you know, like, what's the word on the street? You got your ear to the street. What's going on? Who got my shoes? Do you know anything? I need detail. I need height, weight, size, all that. Go ahead and let me know what you know. So, JJ proceeds to tell me that it's a dude in the neighborhood. Let's call this dude. We're going to name this dude Run. It's a dude named Run that's in the neighborhood that's been hitting licks on people, and he's just happened to stay across the street from where me and JJ was sitting there talking or whatever. So you're like, yeah, Run, but that's the man. That's the guy you need to see. That's the man you need to go see. You need to go have to sit down with Run and ask him, like, what's going on with your shoes? Because I almost guarantee you, he's the man up in the streets that's been, kicking down people's doors, not taking no names, not taking shit, just jacking people's shit. So that's who you need to go talk to. So I'm like, I bet, Run, all right, he's down in a little corner house right there. All right, I'm going to go make a little visit to Run. I'm going to see what Run talking about. Because I need my shit, and I need my shit now. So what my dumb ass do? I proceed to go to Run's house. Park my little Mustang. Go knock on Run's door. Knock. Ding dong. Run, I guess I want to assume like his granny, because she was too old. She looked a little too old. And it very might have been his mom. But it was giving like granny vibes. The energy was giving me granny. So I'm like, yeah, do Run stay here? I just need to talk to him for a little moment. So she like, nah, Run, he not here right now, or something like that. I forgot what she told me. She pretty much told me he not here or whatever. So it was a dude that was across the street. It was a group of dudes, actually. It was probably maybe like 5 or 6 of them. Older dudes. At this time, I'm telling y'all, like, I'm 18. They was probably like in their mid-20s, early 20s, maybe. And he overheard me saying that I'm looking for Run or whatever. So he like, you looking for Run? I'm like, yeah, where he at? Because I need to have a word with him. He's like, for what? You need to talk to Ron for whatever. I was like, yeah, I heard word on the street. Lil JJ just told me, you know, Ron is the man I need to see because he been kicking in people's doors, you know, taking people's shit. And I just want him. I don't care what he do with nobody else shit. I just want my shit back. So he was like, Ron been sick. Ron got the flu. He been sick for at least a week. So he ain't kicking down no dose. Lil Ronnie ain't kicking down no dose or whatever. He been sick. And I was like, okay. Thank you, whatever. Go back home looking stupid and feeling even dumb. Like, bitch, did you really just go knock on somebody's door? Asking them a question, like really chastising them about your stuff. If they did have your stuff, then what? What? I was prepared to stab them because, like I said, I had the, you know, Michael Myers knife. But it would have been like, then what? Are you ready for the war that was going to come behind them funky ass $200 shoes that was very beautiful, but I mean, it wasn't worth dying for. So I go home or whatever. I was talking to Selfish the whole time on the phone while I was doing this, and I was participating in my gangsta OG activity and shit. So it ended up getting back to my mama that I was sitting there making stops, going around the neighborhood taking names and trying to figure out where my shit. I was playing detective to go get my shit back. So my mama pretty much was like, first and foremost, don't ever go to nobody's house knocking on nobody's door because your dumb ass could have very much been shot and killed because you want to go, you know, play badass for some shoes. And number two, let's not be dumb, gullible, and naive, or all three, when you already know that dumb bitch is the one that stole your shoes. You sitting there going around the neighborhood trying to get names and answers when you know the whole time Scando is the one that stole your shoes. Make it make sense, Yana. Let's be for real. The bitch got your shoes. So I just sat back like, you sure right. It makes very much so sense. Because she was the one that kept on checking and peeping for my shoes. Like, yeah, point taken, I was, you know, like going and admiring the shoes a lot. But she was really peeping the scene when I was checking out them shoes at that time. I didn't notice it, but you know, like, as we go back and make our observation and we come to this conclusion, like, yeah, she was, like, checking real hard for them shoes or whatever. B, when I went to go check my car or whatever for my shoes, everything was placed back perfectly as if the culprit already had access to my car. Because, like I said, Selfish car had got, robbed a week before, and her car was completely ramsacked. It wasn't shit in there, but it was completely ramsacked. It was a Nike box, even though it didn't have nothing in it. But if it was really a burglary, they would have went through that too. They would have ramsacked my car too, just like Selfish. But everything was placed back perfectly, organized, everything in its right spot. The only thing that was missing was my ruby red 11s. That was the only thing that was missing. And B, it just made sense. Like, the whole time, y'all, for years, this bitch was stealing from me. She was stealing money. She was stealing a lot of stuff. And I would never point the finger at her. But, like, it all came to a full 363 circle. They're like, damn, it was her this whole time. And, y'all, when I say I was the very best friend, good friend, which I am to most of these hoes. Like, these bitches just don't deserve me as a friend. These bitches just don't deserve me as a friend.
Correct.
I just don't get it. But yeah, so I had, you know, light bulb went off. Like, okay, well, Selfish. Not Selfish, bitch. Scando. So Scando did take my shoes. So y'all already know what I did. I'm back on my OG case of shit, triple OG, double OG. I text her and I'm like, what's up, bitch? I know you the one that stole my shoes. I sat there and asked you, did you steal my shoes? You sat there and you looked me in my eyes, woman to woman, and told me you didn't steal my shoes. She even put it on the man above, the righteous Father himself, that she didn't steal my shoes. The whole time you stole my shoes. Like, bitch, you solidified your place in hell. Because why would you put that on our Lord, our Savior? That you didn't steal the shoes that you did. So I'm like, you know what? You need to go ahead and run that back. Come on. You owe me my rounds. You owe me my, like, let's go ahead and let's do what we need to do. You already know I want to fight. Because you took my motherfucking shoes. And I worked hard for that. Like, you took my shoes. You don't have my product. My money is gone. What's up? Somebody got to see to this shit. Somebody got to, you know, we got to line it up. Go ahead and line it up. Let's meet at the chalk line, bitch. It's time to fight. So, Scandal ended up pulling up or whatever, but she wasn't on that type of time. She wasn't. She was pretty much just like, oh, the man above, on our Lord, our Savior, our Father, who's out in heaven. She's sitting there talking about some, yeah, I didn't steal it. Like, please believe me, I didn't steal your shoes. I didn't come over here to fight. I just offered you a peace offering. Let's just go ahead and puff on this broccoli, you know, and I'm your friend. I would never do no shit like that. Blah blah blah, blah blah blah. And guess what I did, y'all? Like a dumb, goofy bitch that I am. Guess what I did? I smoked some broccoli with her. But that was pretty much the end of our friendship. I told Kid what happened. Like, yeah, I bought you them beautiful, beautiful ruby reds, and this bitch robbed me blind. So yeah, I ain't got shoes no more. You know, Christmas is over. Christmas has been expeditiously fucked. And yeah, so, you know, even Kid didn't put his hands on woman, but he wanted to whoop that bitch ass. He definitely did, you know. And I told him, you know, I tried to line it up, but you know, I just got a soft spot for hoes, and you know, it just didn't work out. So yeah. That's story time about how my trifling ass best friend that was supposed to be my best friend, but the bitch wasn't my best friend, and that's why we ain't friends. Ruined my goddamn Christmas and stole my shoes. And y'all wanna know what the bitch did? That bitch, now that I thought about it years later, the bitch took the receipt out the bag, went and cashed out on my shoes, went and took the shoes back and got the money back from my shoes, which I'm trying to figure out. Foot Locker. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck she did that when it was a card purchase. So how was she, now that I think about it, I think I really did. I think I paid cash for that. And that's how she was able to get the money back for cash, because Foot Locker, I was going to be on your very hot ass if y'all would have gave that girl back my refund and it was on my card. But she got that little burgie. You got that bitch. Because, yeah, I paid in cash. So, whatever. You got, I hope that $200 was worth it. But yeah, later on in life, she ended up like trying to reconcile as friends and was like, yeah, I would never steal your stuff again. I would never do nothing like that. You could trust me, blah, blah, blah. Bitch, once a snake, always a snake. Never hoe. But we cool. We ain't cool, but we cordial. I ain't got no problem with her. If I see her, I dap her up. But being friends, never, bitch. But that's the end of this story time. If y'all stayed and stick to the end, I really do appreciate y'all. If y'all ain't do it on your way in, make sure y'all do it on your way out. Like this video, comment, all of the above. And y'all already know, I'll see y'all next time in my next mother freaking video. Peace.